How's it going, everybody? We got another Marvel Mystic Mayhem video for you today, and this is a good one. Well, there's been a lot of questions about Marvel Mystic Mayhem and its potential future. There's a couple problems we could definitely talk about. I've been holding back a little bit because I don't want to get negative on the game before it's like even been a month, because I know that as far as economy goes, they need to analyze things and see how pieces move. We don't know what the end game is going to be like, but there is definitely a huge issue, in my opinion, with our key cadence. How many keys we get to actually be able to pull these characters. It is a gacha game after all. The percentage drops are not the highest. It's not like this is a, outlier in the gacha industry. So the idea that, you're not even going to get 40 free-to-play great keys per character release cadence doesn't feel great. And we are actually getting like extra rewards because we're all climbing through this story right now. So I have a big concern with that. I have a big concern with the way PvP works, because I don't really like the idle game aspect. I think there's such a rich, beautiful strategy that you could do in this game that leaving it up to the AI to do it feels like a terrible idea for me. Iron Man or Captain America? I think Captain America over Iron Man, because nobody does what Iron Man does. Or sorry, nobody does what Captain America does. People can emulate what Iron Man does a little bit. We are live here on Twitch. If you want to check us out on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/dorky_dad. Link will be in the comment or in the description. All right, there's a dev blog. There is the Road Ahead dev blog to go over today, and I've had a little sneak peek. It looks like there's a lot of exciting stuff, but I haven't read it front to back yet. So we're gonna do that, and that should be pretty exciting. So let me go ahead and just erase this part. There we go. Thanks to your incredible support, Marvel Mystic Mayhem reached #1 on the ISO free game download charts in 14 regions and surpassed 1 million downloads worldwide. We're truly grateful to have you on this journey with us. Awesome. I really want the game to succeed. I really like the game. I really like covering the game. So far, the community is 95% awesome, 5% know-it-all jerks, and that's okay, because that's going to be the thing with any community in any video game ever, right? You got to hold on to your players, though. The game really slows down once you hit level 40. I hear a lot of people complaining about that. I think that's fine. I think we shouldn't expect to be the max level 65 or 70, whatever the heck it is, 3 weeks into the game. I think it's okay if that takes us 2.5 months to get there. It's whatever. It's what are we able to do while we are climbing that is the concern, right? So they got to make sure they can stick that landing, in my opinion. With global launch behind us, we're excited to share a deeper look at what's coming next. From weekly updates to major version content, new heroes, and the long-term seasonal roadmap. This is the part that's exciting. Let's take a look at what's ahead. Upcoming updates. What content updates are coming in the near future? The following is our content update schedule for July. Infinite Mayhem will receive new updates every Friday. Okay, cool. July 7th marks the debut of Game of Khonshu, a brand new roguelike mode that offers varied experience in each run. We're going to definitely do a video on that. I haven't played it yet, but a lot of people are sending me their screenshots and how they're demolishing people because it's a very confusing mode. July 10th, we're officially launching the uniform functionality. Players can expect new uniforms to be introduced regularly after the system goes live. Skins? Cool. Monetize the crap out of skins, give us more keys. I like that. July 17th, a mysterious collaboration event will go live, featuring a new storyline, unique stages, and 4 new playable characters. Stay tuned on our official channels for the latest updates. That's Fantastic Four. July 31st, we'll enter the next themed version, expanding the story and content available to players. Update cadence. What is the long-term update rhythm for Marvel Mystic Mayhem? Starting from July, a new themed version will be released every 6 weeks. Each major version will unlock a new dreamscape zone where players can rescue trapped heroes and explore unique nightmare environments. Each themed version will typically include a new story, so a new story every 6 weeks is awesome. 2 to 3 new playable characters, 6 weeks, so every 2 weeks a new character. You got to update those keys, man. We got to get more keys for that to be a enjoyable experience. I'm not saying that this is a gacha game. This is not Marvel Strike Force if you're a Marvel Strike Force player. I'm not saying every free-to-play person should unlock and get the highlight for every single new character. I think that a free-to-play person should, at the very least, be able to unlock, every second character. In a perfect world, I think if you skip 2 characters on the 3rd character, you should be able to both get the unlock and get the highlight. That's what I think would be the best. All right. A new Nightfall boss, depending on the main storyline of the version. A new Nightfall boss? A new boss every 6 weeks? That's crazy. That is amazing. So they're putting real development time into this. If there's a new Nightfall boss every 6 weeks. Absolutely love that. We got more though. Character releases. How often will new playable characters be released? We aim to release 2 to 3 characters with every major version. I guess it's 4, it's a special one because it's Fantastic Four. Tied closely to the evolving story. These new characters will typically include both 3 and 2-star characters. Good. So it's like, okay, so maybe every patch, every 6 weeks, you can get 1 3-star character, and then you'll get the 2-star character by happenstance because they're going to be a little bit weaker, right? In addition, special themed events may occasionally adjust the release rhythm of new characters. Version 1.0 launched with 26 playable characters. With the recent addition to Captain America, there are now 27. Starting on the special event July 17th, 4 more characters will be introduced throughout the rest of the month. Fantastic Four. We already know that. They did an interview with an online news outlet, and they let that slip. Okay. Story progression. How is the story of Marvel Mystic Mayhem structured? Season 1 of Marvel Mystic Mayhem centers around the arc title Crown of Nightmare. The season is planned to unfold across 8 themed versions, which spaced 6 weeks apart. Okay. So this is the Nightmare. The character Nightmare is the big boss. So it sounds like 6 weeks times 8. That's how long Nightmare is going to be the big bad. And then there'll be a new one. Nightmare, empowered by the Crown of Nightmares, has gained control over reality. The heroes must now join across distorted dream realms to challenge his rule and search for a way to restore order. We've also begun work on the narrative design for Season 2, and we look forward to sharing more when the time is right. That's exciting. I am glad that they have already put a death date on Nightmare as the big bad of the game. Nightmare is a super, super cool, really powerful, fun villain. If you are an absolute dork nerd like myself and have read comics that involve him, because you know how sinister, how big of a name he really is. But we need Apocalypse in here. We need Dormammu in here. We need Thanos in here. We need the big villains that people have seen from the MCU to make the game grow even bigger. New gameplay systems. Are there any other gameplay systems in development? Please God say yes. In addition to the upcoming content mentioned above, we are working on several gameplay systems that will introduce in future updates. Alliance War. If this is anything like the structure of Marvel Strike Force, where it's you set up a base, you set up teams, the enemy does the same, you fight, awesome, great. If it is idle, I will lose my fucking shit. I cannot imagine being a part of an alliance combat where all I can do is set the characters. I don't get to choose what abilities they do. Captain America throws his buff first at nothing, or Wanda does her buff and does nothing. I can't imagine how frustrated I would be with losing a match and that impacting my alliance. So please, God, make sure that that is not AI auto idle crap, all right? You have so much you could do here with this game. Just give players control over who they're attacking. Obviously, the enemy is going to be controlled by AI. Give that enemy team 50% more stats, because that's how big a deal us choosing our abilities over it being AI is. Boom. Something like that. Maybe not 50%, maybe 30%, because you can definitely get one shot. But something like that that leaves control in our hands. Super Flow Challenge. Okay. Cool. Solo mode. Okay. These modes are in active development and will expand gameplay variety in later stages. Future outlook. This is just the beginning. We're incredibly grateful for your support and excited to keep building Marvel Mystic Mayhem together. With new bosses, systems, heroes, stories on the way, our goal is to create a living world that grows with our community. We encourage your feedback and community engagement as we continue to develop and expand the world of Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Here's what I can say about this blog. Right now, the only gameplay I'm really invested in, the only gameplay I'm really having a fun time, the only gameplay I'm looking forward to pushing every single reset is the PvE content right now. I don't like the auto gameplay. Maybe I'll learn to really enjoy that sort of pre-combat, you know, who does what characters prioritize what. Do I want to lean into characters that have an early taunt like Armor or Storm, who does nothing but damage? Certain characters do prioritize certain abilities, like I think Storm will only use her AoE if it's hitting at least a certain amount of people. That could be fun to learn that and kind of grow with that. But it's nothing compared to the PvE right now. I spent like 3 hours on the Nightfall Dragon Armor boss, and it was a blast. I had so much fun testing all kinds of different characters out. The Eye of Nightmare was a little different story because it was just Scarlet Witch and boom, away you go. There's other bosses in the story mode and in the Memento mode I've been having a really fun time with. So the fact that they are already saying that they will be expanding that every single 6 weeks, huge W to me. Roadmap looks good. I'm excited to see what Alliance work could be. Superflow Challenge. Solo mode is obviously going to be some sort of PvE. So this does excite me. Oh, there's also the challenge. There's a tower mode that we have. I'm loving that as well. Super fun. Anyway, I'm still hyped on Marvel vs. Mayhem. I'm still willing to glaze it for a little bit longer. We got to get an update on that key situation at the very least. It should be raining shadow keys. Like I think people should be getting at least, man, I don't know, 40 a week at least, right? 40 keys a week at least. Great keys, maybe 25 a week at least. I don't know what that number's got to be, but it's got to not be what it currently is. And I don't think it should be save all your dream gems. That's what you use for your dream gems. I think that's what it's going to be primarily. But I think while people are growing, while the game is still fresh, you need to allow people to use that dream gems on experience and not have it feel like a garbage gotcha system. We're not getting any pulls, right? Because there's so much level gating that it just makes sense to try and get your level up there faster, but then you get to do no pulls. And that's the balance they got to hit, at least for new players coming in and the people that have obviously already started at the global release. That's my take. That's my take on it. Anyway, let me know what your take is. Let me see Calculus. Definitely need more keys in free-to-play. It's been pretty rough, although I've been saving all my gems instead of buying keys. That's the thing, though, Cell. You're doing that so you can access content, right? Because you don't need Iron Man. You don't need Captain America. You don't need any of the 3-star characters to push the content. You just need to be the appropriate level to challenge the content and build your characters up. So it makes more sense to buy the mana, the energy, the orbs, whatever they call it, right? To level the characters you do have up. But then it's a terrible experience when you're not pulling, because that's the fun thing. That's the excitement. That's the FOMO building, right? So I think they really need to get more keys out there. That's my take on it anyway. Guys, let me know what your take is. I hope you guys are enjoying Marvel Mystic Mayhem as much as I am and enjoying this channel. We did just hit 1,000 subs. I'm going to do something special. We're going to be doing a $50 giveaway. We'll probably wait until the 17th for the Fantastic Four. We'll try and get somebody maybe a nice unlock. I think that'd be sick. All right, guys, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm going to go play the game now because I haven't got to get to it yet today.